GXT5000 two-way radio for preppers, for people that want a communication device if their cell phone goes out, for hikers, for campers, for hunters, for the outdoor enthusiast who needs to stay in touch with family members or friends while they're doing outdoor activities or I guess indoor activities at the mall. GXT5000. Let's take a look. Introduced at the Consumer Electronics Show in 2011 by Midland representative Stuart Barber. The Consumer Electronics Show in 2011, Stuart said that this was a professional, tactical grade, long-range radio made virtually for conditions of war. Now that is a bold statement. Their advertising certainly says the same thing. They have military soldiers on the front, you know, military standard, mil-spec, STD standard 810, waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, lithium-ion battery pack, 2200 milliamps, GXT Pro Series, rugged professional GMRS two-way radio, up to 36-mile range. So, after the Consumer Electronics Show, I watched that review, and I said, I want one. I want two. And so I waited, and they appeared later in 2011, and I waited, and I looked. I looked for reviews. I try not to buy anything without seeing reviews, without seeing good reviews. Unfortunately, I waited, and I saw no reviews. I was not about to put the chunk of change down for these until I saw some good reviews. So eventually I said, okay, I contacted Midland, you know, mofirearms.com. Hey, we have a good audience. Let's see if we can get some test units out. And Midland successfully did just that. They sent us two of these GXT5000s, thankfully. And we tested them. We had them for about a month or 2 months actually right now. And we put them through the test of what they're supposed to do. This review is not paid for, it's not sponsored, it's not endorsed by Midland. They just supplied the radios, they didn't tell us what to say or do anything, and so this review is our complete honesty about this. Philosophy of use on these radios, I think I said it, they're for the hunter, they're for people that want a radio that's not going to break on them. People that are going to use a radio often, stuff like that, you know, they can be used alongside other GMRS, FRS radios. So if you have friends with other radios, you know, and you just want to make them jealous by having a more professional radio, you know, that's for you. A homesteader, a prepper, looking for a long-term, durable solution. That's these radios right here. They're not easily lost, you know, because of their size. The other radios we have, LXT300s, you can see a size comparison there. You know, the height isn't too much. It's 1.5 inches taller with the antenna up there. You know, width-wise, they're much smaller. Or the GXT5000s are much wider. You know, this one doesn't have the clip. This one has the clip on. So you can see, you know, size difference. They are much smaller. These have a 2200 milliamp battery also. Battery life was awesome on these things. Size and weight, I did not weigh them, but you know, just they're not too bad. I don't know what to compare them to. Really, you know, they're going to be more than this. They just are. That's just how it is. You're gonna pay for the weight of carrying this. You know, but if you need it, you need it. And if you have it, you have it. If you don't have it, then you'll probably need it one day and you won't have them. That's just how it goes, right? With outdoor stuff and prepping. You know, if you don't have them, it's too late to get them. Durability, material. I believe they have, let's see, aluminum cast frame inside. You wouldn't notice it looking at it. IP67 waterproof, shockproof, dustproof. 5-year warranties. Other Midland products have 3-year warranties. I can attest to the inside casing of this aluminum casing, the durability. You know, I had 2 doors open on the car, the front 2 doors. I said, hey, put the radio on my seat. What does my son do? He tosses it over the car through one door, hits my seat, bounces out, lands on the cement of the parking lot. I pick it up, you know, and look at it, and what's the, oh, there's a little nick right here. You know, it functions perfectly, turns on, it's great. You know, I can't imagine throwing this and dropping it on the cement or doing anything, you know, tough with these bubble pack radios. I just wouldn't want to do that. But these ones, you know, I've done it, and it's perfectly fine. I don't mind giving these to the kids. Now, for the price, you know, wouldn't necessarily want them carrying this around where someone could take it from them or something like that, but, or they could lose it, I guess, technically, but that's why it has a clip. Again, jumping ahead a little bit, very good clip. It also has another holster accessory we'll see later. But that's the durability. I can totally speak for these being durable. If not, 5-year warranty. You know, as long as they don't void the warranty, send them back to Midland. I mean, they've been generous enough with me, at least their marketing department. And I can only imagine their support department is just as good, hopefully. Battery charging. First of all, battery's 2200 milliamps. That, from what I've read, that's pretty large for a battery on a 2-way radio. And from what I know, they lasted a very long time. You know, I really have no complaints about the length of these batteries for when I've used them. You know, I only charged them a few times, actually. I only needed to charge them for a few times. You know, I'd go to work sometimes, and I'd put it on, and I'd put it on scan, and I'd just let it scan, you know, most of the day, and then later the next day I'd go out with my kid in the woods and use them, and they'd be perfectly fine. They'd still have a full charge. They don't take that much. I mean, just like any other radios, transmitting takes more power, obviously. But this is the charger. With this charger, you can charge one, remove the battery on the second, charge that battery, boom. Or if you buy a spare battery, you could charge battery and have a battery ready, in the unit. When you're done, take it out. So anyway, I like the charger. I wish it was a little smaller. Why do I wish it was smaller? Because the thing you have to plug into the back has this huge box. I don't know, there's technical reasons behind this. Why does it have a huge box? Can't they fit that in here somewhere? Because not only do you have this box, you have this cable then, which is long and big, to plug into that box. So you have this, goes into there, which goes into this. Just seems like a lot. Anyway, but that's the charger. I'm happy that it has a dual charger like that. Some places you can actually, this one you can too. You can charge a single battery in the front, single battery in the back, without this having to be in there, which is nice. Battery lights up here, light up green when they're charged, and orange when they're charging. So that's good to know. Let's go distance. I have a video for distance here. I was in the house, or actually rephrase, the radio was in the house, in a brick house, sitting by the window. I started driving the other way with the other radio. I'm going to roll in some footage here of the distances and how far I got. This transmission is from inside the vehicle. All these transmissions will be inside of a van, so the structure of the van may prevent it from going out too. But we are at the end of the driveway. It's a quarter-mile distance. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Height 90 degrees. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the second 90-degree turn, about a mile and a half away, I think. I will show on the screen the actual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turning off of the shortcut now, probably a little bit higher than the actual house right now, so reception, if anything, should be good here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finally reached. I don't know the distance on this. You'll see it written on the screen how far away this is now. If you can hear me, I'll be surprised actually. We'll see with the test how this goes. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I made a left at the stop sign. We're in the rolling hills of the Ozarks. So there's some hills, there's tons of trees, stuff like that. Ozark ground in Missouri is mainly rock. So you can imagine that getting in the way. They're rated at 36 miles. You will never get 36 miles or 30 or whatever your radio is rated at, because they have the disclaimer, maximum range can only be achieved over water or open rural areas under optimal